I think government should establish the right strategy to confront climate change and lead actions to promote technology development and introduce innovation. And investment in the real sector and in R&D should be realized by both government and the private sector. And government should give due incentives to the private sector, and right signal should be given to the market. But creative thinking of the private sector must be the prime mover of green growth. As for infrastructure, I think to promote innovation in technology development, we need finance, such as creation of a green energy investment fund or green product fund, etc. And tax incentives are very much important. And legislation for mandatory use of renewable energy in construction or renovation of government buildings and other buildings to create markets at early stage. All these are very important. And evaluation and standardization are indispensable. And lastly, also, education and formation of R&D experts and technicians are very much needed. To scale up new operation models, I think green technology must be shared more widely, and for the development of eco-technology, competitive markets should be realized and pushed. And at the forthcoming Copenhagen Conference of Post-Kyoto Regime, I think a mechanism permitting commercial viability of mitigation should be well introduced, so-called carbon emission trading markets. I think that these kind of efforts will lead to lowering the price of technology and eco-products, thus scaling up will be possible. And the benefits can be more widely shared by the entire population of the world, and it may create new consumers while solving huge energy need of future generation. Of course, there are questions of different standardization to be accommodated properly, and transfer of technology should be permitted to developing world as a package of the post-2012 regime. And we think that the carbon credit should be permitted as well to those countries who wish to develop their own emission efforts. We have heard about the Global Green Deal recommended by the UN and the UNEP, and several countries are taking the leadership, and including one is my country, South Korea, is also actively pursuing the goal of green growth since 2 years. These efforts are heading for finding new growth potential, but at the same time respecting international goal for mitigating and adapting to climate change. The medium and long-term goals should be raise the share of renewable energy sources to 11% by 2030 and 20% by 2050 from the current level of 2.45% only. And by 2030, the share of oil in total energy use will decrease to 33% from the current level of 45%. We are depending on nuclear energy as well, and current level is 16% of usage, and we will increase that to some 30% of total energy need. And our government will announce midterm reduction target this year before this Copenhagen meeting. What are the targeted areas of this technology development? The combined efforts are heading for finding some fusion technologies, including combining energy technology, IT, nanotechnology, and biotechnologies. And 9 technology areas have been selected, just like solar energy, wind power, LED, IT electricity, and hydrogen fuel cell, carbon capture storage, IGCC, etc. We hope that such green technology development will create market on the basis of reasonable regulation, industrial standardization. Tax benefits should go to green fund, and incentives to green infrastructure investment is now being taken as a government measure, and budget allocation has been also prescribed. According to HSBC report recently, South Korea had for some $30 billion of investment among the whole package plan for rebrightening the economy. And the government established a commission of green growth beginning this year. And the government also presented a basic law on low carbon green growth to the National Assembly just last month. And this is an omnibus bill that covers every segment of our discussions. And we are very much that this law will be the basis of Korean efforts. A lot of private sector companies are also joining in. Of course, there are some early starters of, in the windmill, wind power production or any LED field. But more companies are now coming in to join the process of new transformation of the industry because of this government push. And we are still, we have to wait still for the positive result, but certainly the sign is bright for more companies joining in the process. So I think so much about the Korean example, and we are still at the early stage, whether how much we can win success, but people are rather positive, and President and the government is very adamant in pushing, and we hope very much that can send the right signal to the market, so and the Korean society will transform into a more restructured and energy efficient economy. Thank you very much.